we do a good job, or at least, getting people out of the parking lot into the stands. But even when you're in the stands, it's still a mental game,
It is. It
right?
is.
Because again, you're with your five buddies. Three of them suck. You left them behind. They're drunk in the parking lot. Two of you made it to the stands, right? You put
Sure.
your ticket, you got in the game, or you got
Yep.
on in the stands. You're watching the show. But there's two of you there. One of you is still talking nonsense. Oh, good for them. Oh, it doesn't work. This time is different. Blah, 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 blah,
Sure.
blah. But there's that one person that will make it to the field,
That's right.
right? My job is to try to find that person, and then you take over from there. It's like, okay, oh shit, I'm a landlord. Now what?
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
great name, by the way. I
Thank you.
didn't like it. I didn't like it the first time I heard it, but now I can't stand. It's like perfect. It's like,
Everybody sitting at that closing table has had that oh shit moment.
oh, now what?
It's like they don't know what an estoppel is. They don't know what
Yeah,
this stuff is, and they're just like, "Oh my word, we own this place, and we're responsible for tenants."
yeah, exactly. Well, that's different, honey.
Yeah.
It's different today. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. But I think as we look at that stuff, I think people really underestimate the mentality, the mental part of the game. And that is, if you can be talked out of something or into something, you can be talked out of something.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so at the end of the day, you want to have that conviction that, hey, you know what? It's okay if this doesn't go exactly as I hoped. It's okay if I fail a little bit. I'm going to make a ton of mistakes along the way, but I've been taking in content from Mike and Dion and the Lumberjack and all these different people, right? I've been taking in hundreds of hours of content. Now I'm investing in myself in courses. And then it's okay. You can still make mistakes, but oh my word, do you make so many fewer mistakes? You
Yeah.
just make so many fewer mistakes. And that's a mistake that people make. But don't, again, I look at the other, listen, I was in my early 20s when I broke into software sales, early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the 40-year-old drunks.
Oh,
I saw the guys that, literally glowed red because they were so into entertaining their clients. And they're like, well, this is the way you got to do it. And I was like, I don't want that life, man.
no.
I don't want to be away from my family 5 days a week and in the bar, taking them to dinner and then in the bar until afterwards and then trying to piece myself together early. I still have a job that no. And so if you want somebody else's, and it's not to say that we're coveting or that we're trying to, have imposter syndrome, but if you want what somebody else has and you want to attain the level of success that they have, it's usually a pretty good idea to listen to how they got there.
Yeah. If I could impart, like, if I could tattoo something on people's brains, is the first 3 to 5 years. It's hard,
Oh,
but
it's
worth
hard.
it. It's
Worth
hard,
it, of course.
right?
Anything worth doing is.
Yeah. And again, I really do think my simple equation for getting wealthy is exactly what it is. Unfortunately, the third step is it takes 10 years.
Yeah.
Most people give up at year two.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, again, if you look at your stock portfolio in 2 years and you're like, I feel like it's not gone up that much. Like, how do you
you're
think people
probably
felt?
right.
Right? And you're
Yeah.
probably right. You're probably right. Man, I don't understand. Why is that 30-year treasury that I bought not really worth anything? It's worth less than what you paid for it,
Yeah.
if you try and pull the money.